Hello dear children, today we are going to start our new video which is based on solution of matrix based problem and the chapter is arithmetical reasoning. Okay, so this was the most interesting chapter which we have already read for matrix examination. So in the first question of the homework it was written, a person has 10 sheep, all but 3 sheep died. How many was he left with? Okay. So, all but this term, as I told in my last video also, all but means all of them have died except these 3 sheep. Okay. So, he has had 10 sheep. Now, only 3 sheep are left with him, because all but means all of them have died except those 3 sheep. So, how many was he left with? The answer of this question will be, he is left with 3 sheep. Okay. Now, let's come to the next question. But for this question, some of you can do this, that all but 3 sheep died means you are thinking that 3 sheep are died only among those 10 sheep. Okay. So that some of you have written 7 sheep are alive, with 7 sheep are with him. But this is not correct. All but, when this term is given, then you have to understand this, that all but means all except these 3 sheep are dead. Okay. So only the 3 sheep, these are alive. He is left with these 3 sheep only. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now for the second question it is written, a club has 20 members and they are playing a tournament. Every time a member loses a game, he is out of the tournament. How many matches are required to determine the winner? Now see, 20 members were there. So suppose these are 20 members. Okay. One game has done and one player is out. Okay. The second game is done. The second player is out. Third game is done. The third player is out. In this way, to determine the winner, how many games are needed? This one, all of these members will be out of the tournament. Okay. But except one. Okay. Except one person, all the players who are there in the club will be out. Okay. So, for determining the winner, we have to play how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So, 19 matches are needed to determine the winner, because if we play 19 matches, then after that only we will get our winner. After playing 19 matches, we are losing our 19 players. Okay. So in that group 20 members are there. So that left out person, the remaining person will be the winner. Okay. In this way you can think. Now let's come to the next question. Now in question number 3 it was written, what is the product of all the runs made by Sachin in a match? Okay. So the runs are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. These are the runs. But whenever the run, this one will be present anywhere, the product of all the numbers will be 0. Whenever we will get anywhere this digit only, this 0, whatever the number is being multiplied with this 0, the answer will always be 0. So what is the product of all the runs which is made by made by Sachin? These are the runs. We are getting 0 here. That's why the product will be 0, which is the product of all the runs made by Sachin. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now in question number 4 it is written, a group has 1500 persons consisting of 1 captain and 14 players in a group. Okay. 1 captain will be there, and along with that captain, under this captain 14 players will play. Okay. So how many players will be there in a team? In a team we are getting 15 players. Okay. Along with captain, 14 more players are there. Okay. So in a team, 15 players are there. Total number of players 1500. So how many teams will be formed? 1500 divided by 15 is equal to 100 teams will be formed. In each team there will be one captain. Okay. So total number of teams is 100. So we will get 100 number of players or 100 number of captains. Let me tell you again. In one team, one captain is there. Under that captain, 14 players are playing. Okay. So how many persons are there in one team? Okay. 15 players you can see. Now total number of players are 1500. Okay. Now how many teams will be formed with these 1500 persons? In each team there are 15 players. So how many teams will be formed by these 1500 persons? Total 100 number of teams will be formed. In each team we can see there is only one captain. Okay. So this 100 number of people, this 100 number of teams will be consisted of 100 number of captains. Okay. So how many captains, total number of captains will be there? The answer will be 100. Let's come to the next question. Now in question number 5 it was written, at the end of a meeting, 8 people present over there shake their hands. Suppose I am writing the 8 people A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These are the 8 people. They are shaking their hands with each other. Suppose A is shaking hand with B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So how many handshakes are forming? 7. A is shaking his hand with these 7 people. Now B will shake his hand with these 4, 5, 6. These 6 people. Okay. Now B will not shake his hand with A because all of them are shaking their hands only once. Okay. Now C will shake his hand with these 5 people. So 5 handshakes will be there. C will not shake his hand with B and A because these are already done. A has already shaken his hand with C and B has already shaken his hand with C. Okay. Now D will shake his hand with these 4 people. So plus 4. E will similarly shake his hand with these 3 people. So 3 more handshakes. Now F will shake his hand with these 2 people. 2 more handshakes. G will shake his hand with H only. Okay. Because all of these are already done. So how many handshakes are getting placed? 28. So on that day, 28 number of total handshakes were done in that meeting. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now in question number 6 it is written, if you write all the numbers from 1 to 50, how many 2's will be there? So from 1 to 10 we are getting 2 only. From 11 to 20 we are getting 12 and 20. From 21 to 30 we are getting 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 and 29. From 31 to 40 we are getting 32 along which is having 2 units, and 41 to 50 we are getting only 42. Now just count how many 2's are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So total number of 2's 15. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. So in question number 7 it is written, you have to find the total number of digits which are used in numbering the pages of a book having 265 pages. Okay. Now the 1 digit numbers are 1 to 9. the 2-digit number is starting from 10 and it is finishing at 99. The 3-digit numbers are starting from 100 and there are 265 pages, so it will be finished at 265. Now in 1 to 9, how many digits are there? Or you can also understand it in this way, how many pages are there? As I told, last term minus first term plus 1. Last term minus first term plus 1. So total 9 number of pages are there. Now in this 10 to 99, these number of pages, these page numbers, how many pages are there? Last term means 99 minus first term means 10 plus 1. So how many pages are there? Total 90. Okay. So the number of 2-digit pages are 90. The number of 1-digit pages are 9. And the number of 3-digit pages are, last term means 265, first term means 100 and 1. So what's coming? 166. Okay. So how many digits will be there in these 9 pages? Since they are all 1-digit numbers, so 9 digits will be there. For this 2 into 90, because all of these pages are having 2 digits in its page number, so 180. And for this one, 3 digits are there. Total 166 pages are there. Okay. Now these are the total number of digits and we have to add these all. After adding this, we will get our answer. (687) total number of digits are used to give the page numbers of these 265 pages. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now for this question, first we have to make a square plot. Okay. Now for this side I am using 18 fence poles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. These are the 18 fence poles for one side. Next one, from this we will start and we will draw 18 poles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Now for this side we have drawn 17 poles. Similarly for this side also we will draw 17 poles. Okay. So for this side also we have drawn 17 poles and at this side we have drawn 18 poles. And already we have got the extreme poles for this side. Now how many poles will be needed? 2 extreme poles we have already got. So for this side we will need 18 minus 2, that is 16 poles. So the total number of poles will be 18 plus 17 plus 17 plus 16. 68 total number of poles will be needed for the fencing of the whole plot. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. I hope arithmetical reasoning based homework is already finished. These are all the solution of the homework you can see. And now we will start our geometrical shape, the homework which was based on our geometrical shape chapter. Okay. Now let's start that. So these were the 3 shapes which were given, and in these 3 figures you have to find the number of triangles which are there in this figure. Okay. So the procedure which I told you was to name all the points which are present in that figure. C, D, E, F, G, H, I. In this way I have given all the points different names. Now we have to find the triangles. DHE, DHE, HEI, triangle HEI. Now triangle ECF. Triangle ECF. Now triangle EIF. Triangle EIF. Now for this one, triangle GIF. GIF. For this one, triangle GFB. Triangle GFB. Now for this one, triangle HIG. Triangle HIG. For this one, triangle AHG. AHG. Okay. Now, which are the triangles which are left? You have to find it out. How to find that? You can see HEF. This triangle HEF. This one. Again triangle HGF. Triangle HGF. For this one EGF. This big triangle. Triangle EGF. And for this one HGE. Triangle HGE. We are not getting any more triangles from this picture. So I have written all the names of the triangles and we are getting total 12 number of triangles from this picture. Okay. Total 12 number of triangles are got from this picture. I am just rubbing it for the shortage of the space. I hope all of you have written it. If you have not written it, then just pause the video and write all the names. Okay. Now for this figure also the same thing we will do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. In this way you have given the names. Now start writing. Triangle EDH. EDH. Triangle EAH. EAH. Triangle HDG. Triangle HDG. Triangle AHG. Triangle AHG. We are taking the small triangles only. DGC. Triangle DGC. Now CGF. Triangle CGF. Now FGB. Triangle FGB. Now this one BGA. Triangle BGA. Now which is left? All the small triangles are taken or not? Now for counting the big triangles, we are getting this one. AGD. This big triangle. AGD. Okay. Now for this one, BGC. Triangle BGC. Okay. Now ADC is also a big triangle. Triangle ADC. The same will be happening for ABC. Triangle ABC. Next one BCD. Triangle BCD. And for this one, triangle ABD. Triangle ABD. Now let's find any more triangle. Now this one is also a triangle EAG. So let's write triangle EAG. This one is also a triangle EDG. Triangle EDG. Now how many triangles are there which is embedded in this figure? Let's count. Triangle EDA. This name is not there in this chart what I am drawing now. So how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So total number of 17 triangles are there which is given in this figure. Okay. Only by giving it different names we have come to know how the names of the triangles are coming. Okay. Now for this one let's do it. Let's give it a name. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, I have already given names. So let's start finding the triangles. Triangle A, B, F. A, B, F. Now B, F, C. This one. Triangle B, F, C. Now for this one, F, E, C. Triangle F, E, C. This one, E, F, A. Triangle E, F, A. Now for the smaller triangles A, D, E and triangle D, E, C. So these were the smallest triangles. Now we have to find the bigger triangles. How to find? Triangle A, D, C. Okay. Triangle A, B, C. Okay. Triangle B, C, D. Triangle A, B, D. Okay. This is also a big triangle A, C, F. Okay. Any more triangle? Can we get this? Just find it out. Now, triangle A, B, E can also be formed. A, B, E. Triangle B, E, C. Now triangle A, D, F. This one. And triangle D, F, C. This one. So how many triangles we are getting? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So total 15 number of triangles are there, which is given in this figure. Okay. So just by giving names, you can find the total number of triangles which are given in different figures. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now for this question, it was written there that this figure will be embedded in which of these figures. These 4 options are there and this figure will be embedded on any of these figures. Okay, so let's find it out that in which figure this figure is embedded. See, if you check this one, then you will get this figure which is embedded over there. Okay, so option C will be our answer. Now let's check this one. This figure will be embedded in which of these figures? This one is also very easy. It is very clear that option B will be our answer. This figure is embedded over here, you can see. Now for this one, we have to find this figure which will be embedded in any of these figures. Where it is embedded, you have to find it out. Okay, now let's find it. If you check properly, then you will be able to see that option B will be our answer. Okay, option D will be our answer. In this way it is moving. In this way it is moving. Okay, so let's come to the next one. For this figure also, where it is embedded, you can see some of you have answered that this one is the answer, but this is not our answer. Just check it out properly. This one is also not our answer. This one is also not our answer. So definitely this figure is embedded here. So option C will be the answer of this question. Okay. So in this way we will find all the embedded figures among these given figures which will be given in our options. Okay. So today up to this class, stay safe at your home. Keep practicing. Metro exam is knocking at your door. I want everyone's participation. Okay. So bye. Stay safe.